So one of the most common questions that I get is, how do I get rid of this loose, saggy skin? People will especially tell me this after they've lost weight. They've kind of got this extra skin that's around, but also people as they're aging, their skin just starts to get loose and saggy, and it loses the natural elasticity that is very desirable because it looks good, it looks a lot better, so the appearance is better, and it's healthier for the body. And so in fact, when your skin is very loose and saggy, that's a sign that there's high levels of oxidative stress and inflammation that have damaged those skin cells. Now, our body naturally will get rid of damaged tissue if it has the opportunity to do so. What allows it to have that opportunity? Something we call autophagy. Autophagy is this natural mechanism where our body will break down older, damaged cellular organelles and damaged cells as well, and replace them with new healthy cellular organelles, new healthy mitochondria, new healthy proteins, and then also new healthy cells as well. And so we're gonna go through what this looks like. So when we have saggy skin, we have to understand the skin is two different proteins, collagen and elastin. Collagen is kind of the structural protein, and then elastin is what kind of gives it its give and bend, right? It's elastic, it's an elasticity component. And so both of these become broken down and they become cross-linked and damaged. And in a sense, it's almost like a form of a scar tissue that forms in its place. So saggy and loose skin is a sign that we don't have enough of the proper nutrients that are needed for healthy skin. So it's a combination of these, but it may be one more than another. So one is nutrients, another is high levels of oxidative stress, and also high levels of blood sugar. Blood sugar creates these things called advanced glycation end products. So when the sugar is high, the molecule will bind to a protein, create an advanced glycation end product, AGE, and those AGEs damage the skin. They damage the blood vessels. Also, high insulin will end up causing more inflammation that will impact the skin, will impact the collagen, the elastin. Also, high insulin makes it harder for our body to absorb amino acids as well as other nutrients, different antioxidants that help protect the skin and the amino acids needed to produce new healthy collagen, new healthy elastin. So keeping our blood sugar balance, super critical. And then also high stress hormones. So when we have high cortisol levels because we're stressed, that's going to create higher blood sugar. Cortisol is what we call a glucocorticoid, meaning its job is to elevate blood glucose. Higher blood glucose is going to lead to more advanced glycation end products and higher insulin, and that's going to create more inflammation, more oxidative stress that damages the skin cells, creating that saggy and loose appearance. So what do we need to do? Well, number one is make sure our diet is rich in key nutrients that we need for the skin. First one is protein. We know collagen and elastin are proteins. So what are they made out of? Amino acids. So we can take in proteins, even something like a collagen protein or collagen peptides, but we still have to metabolize that down into amino acids. And then our body needs to be able to take those amino acids and create collagen, create elastin out of them. So we need protein, amino acids. We need to have good stomach acid to be able to digest and absorb the protein and break it down into amino acids. For some individuals, if they're older, if their stomach acid is really weak, we can even supplement with an essential amino acid mix that provides critical amino acids that they need to create the building blocks for healthy collagen and elastin, as well as healthy lean body tissue as well. So getting the protein, amino acids, getting good fats in, obviously making sure we're avoiding bad fats like corn oil, soybean oil, safflower, cottonseed, peanut oil, canola oil. All those things drive up oxidative stress. And remember, back up here, I talked about high levels of oxidative stress create saggy and loose skin, right? That damages the collagen and elastin. Well, those bad fats, that's what they do. They create high oxidative stress that damages these key proteins. So good fats are going to be things like grass-fed butter. Grass-fed butter is very rich in fat-soluble vitamin A, retinol. Also pasture-raised eggs, very rich. The egg yolk is very rich in retinol, vitamin A, this fat-soluble form of vitamin A. That fat-soluble form of vitamin A that you can't actually get from plants. You get a beta-carotene, which has to be converted into retinol, and it's not converted at a good rate. And so that fat-soluble vitamin A is super critical for skin health, eye health, brain health. And again, grass-fed butter, pasture-raised eggs, best sources of that. Also, you have things like avocados, which are rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, which are these powerful carotenoid antioxidants that are very protective of skin health. So those are great. Extra virgin olive oil, which is rich in oleocanthals and hydroxytyrosol, great for skin health. Vitamin E as well. In the fresh pressed, ideally, extra virgin olive oil, that's going to give you the most polyphenols there. Colorful fruits and vegetables. Colorful fruits and vegetables are fantastic to add in. They're going to provide structured water, coherent water. That's super important for hydrating the skin cells. And, when you're getting that structured, coherent, intelligent water, you'll notice that your skin just dramatically improves. It helps flush out waste and reduce inflammation in the skin. There's also electrolytes in there, polyphenols, which support our gut microbiome and allow our gut microbiome to produce the postbiotics they need to keep inflammation under control, to keep the gut really, really healthy. And we know that there's a gut-skin connection, meaning that when our gut is disordered and we have a bad bacterial balance, or we have parasitic overgrowth or yeast overgrowth, or we have damage to the tight junctions, creating leaky gut and intestinal permeability, that's going to drive up inflammation throughout the body, and it's definitely going to affect our skin and causing us to age quicker. So getting the right types of polyphenols and antioxidants, and I recommend a diet that's rich in colorful fruits and vegetables, healthy fats like we talked about, and lots of protein, getting grass-fed organic animal products, getting wild-caught fish, which is rich in long-chain omega-3s, as well as astaxanthin, that are great for skin health, great for keeping inflammation under control in general, and improving the tightness and the overall appearance of the skin. So all really good stuff. So that's number one. Number two is improving growth hormone and overall vascularization. Growth hormone is our quintessential anti-aging hormone. So growth hormone helps to improve skin health, improve collagen and elastin production, as well as boosting your immune system, your lean body tissue development. So how do we do that? Well, strength training, so building lean body tissue, actually doing weightlifting, really helps. It boosts up your growth hormone. It also improves overall vascularization throughout your body. You can also get just regular movement, and high intensity interval training will both boost growth hormone, particularly anything that's very stressful, but for short periods of time, 20 to 30 minutes. It's all you need of doing any sort of high intensity interval training or strength training. You don't need more than that, but you do need that. And so doing that will boost that growth hormone, boost overall vascularization, where your body will actually get better. It'll branch out. All its little capillary beds will branch out, delivering oxygen into the tissues more effectively and efficiently. And that's really important when it comes to overall skin health. So going back up to what's causing damage to the skin, when we look at high blood sugar, high insulin, oxidative stress, all that damages the endothelial lining of the blood vessels. And now the blood doesn't flow as well, and it's not able to get the nutrients and the oxygen needed to the skin cells effectively. So those skin cells, they start to die. The collagen, the elastin starts to die, and a less metabolically healthy form of scar tissue starts to form, and that's not going to give you the desired skin appearance that you want. That is what the loose and saggy skin is. And so going back here, getting good vascularization, strength training, low carb diet. So keeping our carbohydrate levels down. The carbohydrates we're getting should be coming from colorful fruits and vegetables. That's really where we want to get it. Not from grains, not from processed starches, things like that. Colorful fruits and vegetables, that's the way to get it. Try to keep your carbs under 100 grams daily, and you're gonna notice better benefits, more growth hormone release. Intermittent fasting, so going longer periods of time and compressing your eating window. I talk a lot about this, but compressing your eating window, eating your meals in an 8-hour window or a 6-hour eating window, let's say 12 to 6 or 12 to 8, something along those lines, and then fasting the other 16 to 18 hours on a daily basis. That is going to help your body activate autophagy and growth hormone, so you can get rid of these damaged skin cells and replace them with skin cells that are full of healthy collagen. Well, skin tissue, I should say. It's full of collagen and elastin, because collagen is made up of a bunch of tissues or a bunch of cells, right? But you gotta have the collagen, gotta have the elastin in there. Good sleep. So you need good sleep to boost up your growth hormone levels. And so good sleep, I recommend being in bed by 10 p.m., keeping exposure to blue lights, so all the lights from all of our electronics, from many of our light bulbs, as low as possible after dark, and particularly after 9 p.m. And trying to really wind down, be in bed by 10. We're gonna produce the most growth hormone between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. So trying to really prioritize good sleep between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. is critical here to boost growth hormone and overall vascularization. Number 3 is getting in the sun. And you can also supplement that with red light therapy and infrared. So naturally, when you get out at sunrise and at sunset, the sun is more red, and that red is actually really, really good for skin health. There's also a lot of infrared that's out there, and that's really good for anti-inflammatory effects, for creating more of this kind of coherent water inside of our body, and improving mitochondrial health by stimulating mitochondrial melatonin production and getting rid of oxidative stress in the mitochondria. And again, when we have loose, saggy skin, we know the skin cells are damaged. The mitochondria within them are really weak and dysfunctional. And so we want to get rid of those bad ones and activate more good ones. And so getting sun, red light therapy, and infrared is helpful. Now, one great benefit is actually getting a red light infrared device. So some of you guys may have an infrared sauna, you're getting infrared exposure there, but you can get a red light panel that has red light and infrared combined and put that and have that shine on your body for 15 minutes, let's say, on each side. And that's gonna really help activate the mitochondria within the skin cells, as well as reducing inflammation throughout the entire body and help you get rid of that loose and saggy skin. So I'm a huge advocate of daily sun exposure, getting the red light and getting the infrared on a regular basis. Amazing for skin health. Number 4, activating autophagy. We already talked about intermittent fasting. Exercise is a great way to activate autophagy, where our body actually breaks down all the damaged skin cells and the damaged mitochondria within the skin cells. We call that mitophagy. So we actually break those down, get rid of the bad ones and add in good ones, or repair ones that are damaged but not beyond repair, right? So they can be repaired so they can function optimally. Well, how do we do that? Again, intermittent fasting, exercise, and then there's also herbs and compounds that help. One of the best ones, particularly when it comes to skin cells, is resveratrol. Resveratrol is a polyphenol that's found in dark berries, grapes, like purple grapes, muscadine grapes have resveratrol, blueberries, things like that. But you can get clinical doses taking a supplemental form of resveratrol, really great for helping improve skin health. Green tea, the catechins in green tea, EGCG, really great for helping improve skin health as well. Curcumin, or you may have heard of turmeric. So the polyphenol in there, the main one that's well studied is curcumin. That can be really, really powerful for helping to improve autophagy, improve overall skin health. So you'll notice that with those. And then also, you might want to go into a deeper fast. So when we're in this fasted state, our insulin levels are low, and the body needs to get energy from somewhere. It needs proteins from somewhere. So what will it do? It will actually start to scavenge all the different areas of scar tissue and older, what we call senescent or aged tissues and aged cells of the body, and break those down and use them for energy, and use the proteins to help form new blood cells and you know all the critical proteins. And so when we go on something like a 3 to 5 day fast, we'll start to scavenge a lot of that loose, flabby tissue, loose, flabby skin, and over time metabolize that and then form new health, because our growth hormone's elevated. Growth hormone turns on the production of new, healthy, embryonic or young cells, with strong collagen, strong elastin to help form our skin. So undergoing something like that will really jumpstart what you're doing, and you can combine a lot of these strategies with it. And then number 5 is getting some more hormetic stressors involved. So exercise is a hormetic stressor in the sense that it stresses our body, but our body adapts and becomes stronger and more resilient as long as we provide the right nutrients and the right rest and recovery. We get stronger, we get more resilient. But if you were to take blood work, right in the middle of a workout, it would look like you had a heart attack because you're stressing those muscles. It is a stressor, but once you recover with the right nutrients, the right rest, now you're gonna get stronger and more efficient and more resilient. Well, it's the same thing with things like heat exposure or cold exposure. So getting in an infrared sauna or working out intensely outside in the heat, where you're getting your body temperature up at a high level, an uncomfortable level, that will actually activate what we call heat shock proteins, which metabolize inflammation, inflammatory waste, damaged scar tissue, things like that, and will also help make you stronger and more resilient. You can also get cold exposure, so you can do something like a cold shower or jump in a ice bucket or something along those lines, and you're getting this cold shock exposure, and you have these cold shock proteins, which again scavenge damaged, old, senescent, and damaged cells, senescent cellular organelles, and they also help to reduce inflammation in the body, help you burn fat more effectively, help give you better energy, better dopamine release, norepinephrine, more endorphins, so you feel less pain, you feel more energized and more focused. And going back to what we're trying to accomplish, will help you get rid of saggy skin. They close the pores in your skin. It's a great thing for your facial health when you're, finishing your shower, for example, with 1 to 2 minutes of cold water. Really, really great for all your pores, your skin. You'll notice your skin is cleaner, healthier, clearer, tighter when you're doing this on a regular basis. So powerful strategies. If you hit it anywhere in here, it's going to improve it. If you just focus on the nutrients, if you just focus on the sun, red light therapy, infrared, if you just focus on autophagy strategies, hormetic stressors, growth hormone and vascularization strategies, if you just focus on 1 or 2 of those, it's going to improve it. But if you stack all 5 of these together into a lifestyle, you're going to notice that you get rid of that saggy, that loose, saggy skin that's undesirable, and you create really healthy, great appearance looking skin, like skin with just amazing appearance that you're proud of, and that you're proud to go and take pictures and do videos and things like that because your skin looks so good. So I guarantee you that is going to improve it. A lot of people are looking for things from the outside in. What's the best moisturizer, this and that? But really, we got to start by looking at what's on the inside and really focusing on improving what's taking place on the inside. Activating autophagy, building new collagen and elastin tissue, getting the right amount of growth hormone and neovascularization into those deep areas around our skin. If we do that, that's going to set us up for really amazing skin that you are going to love. So try that out today. Would love to know your thoughts on it. And you're going to see good results utilizing these strategies.